Dear Patriots, before the news starts, please subscribe to our patriotic channel by clicking the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up to this video. Don't forget to leave your opinion below in the comments section. Share the news on Facebook and Twitter so you friends see it. Thank you.
Jeff Sessions has an ace up his sleeve that's better than a second special counsel. Many of us feel a lot of frustration in regards to Attorney General Jeff Sessions' decision not to appoint a second special counsel to probe FISA abuses. Turns out Sessions has an ace up his sleeve and it's way better than a second special counsel. From Breitbart. Washington, D.C., Professor Jonathan Turley, a top national legal expert on government investigations, commented on Thursday about Attorney General Jeff Sessions' decision to bring in U.S. Attorney John Huber. Turley called it brilliant to combine all the powers of the U.S. Department of Justice's Inspector General with a prosecutor who can bring charges, seek indictments, and get results for President Trump far more quickly than a second special counsel. Turley is a law professor at George Washington University, who attained national fame during the 1998 impeachment of President Bill Clinton as a top legal authority on special counsels and congressional investigations of government wrongdoing, including criminal wrongdoing. His reputation has only grown during the intervening 20 years, as he has weighed in on scandals and investigations of public officials from both political parties. Sessions sent a letter to House Judiciary Committee Chairman Bob Goodlatte, RVA, House Oversight Committee Chairman Trey Gowdy, RSC, and Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley, REA, informing them that Huber is conducting a full-fledged criminal investigation into all the matters Republicans are calling for a special counsel to investigate. Huber has been investigating these possible crimes for 5 months, since November 13, 2017. During an interview on Lou Dobbs's Fox Business Network show, Turley explained to guest host Stuart Varney that the media are wrongly reporting that Sessions will not appoint a second special counsel. He did not foreclose the possibility of a special counsel, he insisted. Instead, Turley explained that Sessions has ordered Huber to team up with the Inspector General, IG, within the Justice Department to investigate these matters. Sessions informed Congress in his letter that all the matters recommended for investigation by Goodlatte, Gowdy, and Grassley are fully within the scope of Huber's existing mandate. He also informed the chairman that Inspector General Michael Horowitz, who is working with Huber, has a staff of 470 investigators, giving Huber access to enormous investigative firepower that far exceeds the staff of any special counsel. That point is critical because, as Sessions' March 29 letter explains, the Inspector General's jurisdiction to conduct civil and criminal investigations includes actions taken by former employees after they have left government service. Then Huber can act on any of those matters. As a U.S. attorney, Huber has full authority to impanel a grand jury and to file criminal charges. A grand jury can be impaneled anywhere, which means that it could be a group of citizens from deep red Utah, in the heart of Trump country, instead of the D.C. swamp that decides whether to hand down indictments for felony prosecution. The Inspector General's jurisdiction extends not only to allegations of legal violations, but also to allegations that department employees violated established practices as well, Sessions added in his letter, which means that the IG's report can hold people accountable even for actions that do not violate a specific statute. I think, Sessions did the right thing here, said Turley. I think the president should listen to General Sessions on this one. Sessions can always appoint a special counsel, Turley explained, but that should not even be necessary because Huber has the ability to prosecute cases. Do these prosecutors have the same power to investigate and get to the bottom of things that a special counsel would have? Varney asked. Actually, yes, Turley answered. I think people are missing what could be a brilliant move here by Sessions. What he did is he essentially combined the powers of the Inspector General with the powers of a line prosecutor. This prosecutor does have not just the experience and training to look for a criminal case, he has the ability to move a case of that kind in court, Turley emphasized. Not only that, but if Sessions believes crimes were committed, but Huber for some reason does not bring charges, Sessions has reserved the right to go ahead and appoint a special counsel, said Turley. That's a powerful combination, he observed. When Varney asked if Huba and Horowitz's status as Obama holdovers creates a possible problem for Sessions and President Trump, Turley said no, observing that each man has a great reputation as a dogged investigator. Breitbart News has separately confirmed that Utah Senators Orrin Hatch and Mike Lee, both of whom are Republicans who support aggressive investigations of these scandals, enthusiastically supported Huba to be reappointed by President Trump as his U.S. Attorney in Utah. The Senate confirmed Huba in 2017 for a second term. Huba is a Utah lawyer, not a D.C. lawyer. That distance between him and Washington is very important, Turley explained, because Huba is not part of the deep state, that is, not cozy buddies with the cocktail party scene that is suspected of perpetrating all of these actions against President Trump and his administration. Turley said President Trump should be very happy that Sessions chose this route of appointing Huba, who has the power to seek indictments and prosecute cases, and teamed him up with Horowitz, who has 470 investigators at his disposal, if the president wants to see swift and decisive action. If a special counsel were appointed, there would be a great deal of delay, Turley stated, versus the team of Huba and Horowitz, who are already 5 months into this investigation. Breaking news out of Washington. He blew up a mosque. Bellevue, Washington, investigators with the Bellevue Police Department have made an arrest in their investigation into a suspicious fire that damaged a vacant Bellevue mosque on Wednesday, March 21. The Islamic Center of Eastside, located at 14700 Main Street, had previously been damaged by arson on January 14, 2017 and was vacant at the time of this latest fire. The Islamic Center of Eastside, which was vacant after a 2017 fire, was further damaged by a suspicious fire last Wednesday. As investigators began their inquiry into the fire, they reviewed traffic camera footage in the area of the fire. A camera at the intersection of 148th Avenue and Main Street had captured video of 5 individuals running from the mosque approximately 4 minutes before the fire started. After viewing this new video, and after additional follow-up investigation, detectives were able to identify the individuals in the footage with assistance from Bellevue Police School resource officers who recognized the individuals. The suspects were located this past Tuesday with assistance from the Bellevue Police Department's Special Enforcement Team, and brought to the Bellevue Police Department for questioning. After interviewing all of the individuals, the primary suspect, an 18-year-old Bellevue resident, was identified by investigators as the person believed to have started the fire. The suspect was booked into the King County Jail for investigation of first-degree arson. There was no indication that the fire was a hate crime or bias-related. The successful outcome of this investigation was the result of cooperation and coordination between the Bellevue Police Department, Bellevue Fire Department, Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, Bellevue School District, Bellevue Transportation Department, Washington Department of Corrections, and members of the Islamic Center of Eastside. God bless. Trump team slams shut a giant loophole illegals used to get free benefits. For decades, one of the most common complaints concerning illegal immigrants has been as follows. Pregnant women from South America and Mexico flood into this country to have their babies illegally, and entirely for free. Well, nothing is free. Actually, they have these babies at the expense of John Q. taxpayer, and did we mention, they're illegal aliens when they do this? So, one would assume that part of the new crackdown on illegal immigration would involve closing this massive loophole. But amazingly, up until just recently, there has been a policy in place that prevents Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, officers from detaining pregnant women. That's right, they weren't allowed to stop these individuals, even if they were illegal. That, however, has thankfully changed. According to The Hill, the Trump administration has given ICE a new policy, and this one says officers should treat pregnant detainees as they would any other. The change was set in place by an internal directive issued in December by ICE Acting Director Thomas Homan, entitled Identification and Monitoring of Pregnant Detainees. It supersedes a similar directive, issued by Homan in 2016, which said absent extraordinary circumstances or the requirement of mandatory detention, pregnant women will generally not be detained by ICE. An email circulating internally at ICE says the detention of pregnant women serves to better align with the President's executive order. That order, lest we forget, clamped down on illegals and tightened the way ICE conducts their operations. And so far, it's working. We just need to continue to target those who leech off American citizens. And in this case, the women often leave the illegal babies here, and then of course, we have to pay for them as well. No more of this. It's time to be logical and follow the law, and this applies to everyone. Source: The Hill.